Good evening. I'm so glad to be here with you all today. I want to talk about something that has the potential to completely transform your life. Reprogramming your mind so that change and growth become natural, effortless, and even exciting. Many of us are trapped in cycles of old thinking, stuck in patterns that no longer serve us. But the truth is, change doesn't have to be hard. Growth doesn't have to feel like an uphill battle. All it takes is a shift in how we think. When you reprogram your mind, you unlock a whole new world of possibilities. You stop resisting change and start embracing it as an opportunity. The power of your mind is perhaps the most underappreciated force in your life. It's easy to underestimate just how influential your thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions are in shaping your reality. But everything around you, every result, every outcome, is a direct product of the way you think. We often hear that thoughts become things, but it goes much deeper than that. Your mind is not just a passive observer. It actively creates and interprets the world you experience. To understand this, let's first explore the two key aspects that govern your mind: beliefs and perceptions. Your beliefs are the foundation of everything you do. They are the lenses through which you see the world. If you believe that you are capable and worthy of success, you will behave, think, and act in ways that align with that belief. On the other hand, if you carry limiting beliefs like "I'm not good enough" or "I can't do this," those beliefs will become self-fulfilling prophecies. Your brain constantly seeks evidence to confirm the beliefs you hold, which means if you believe you can't achieve something, your mind will subconsciously filter out evidence of success and highlight evidence of failure or difficulty. Perception is another key element of how your mind shapes your life. How you perceive the world directly affects how you respond to it. For example, two people can face the exact same challenge, but one may see it as an obstacle, while the other sees it as an opportunity. The one who sees it as an opportunity will likely take proactive steps, whereas the person who sees it as an obstacle may retreat, feeling overwhelmed. This is all about mindset and perception. Reprogramming your mind involves consciously changing how you perceive situations, challenges, and yourself. It means training yourself to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than insurmountable barriers. Another critical part of understanding the mind's power lies in the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and form new neural connections throughout life. For years, it was believed that our brains stopped changing after a certain age. But now we know that, with focused effort, the brain continued to develop and adapt throughout our entire lives. This means that you can literally rewire your brain to think and behave in ways that support your growth and success. Reprogramming your mind, then, is not only about shifting your beliefs, but also about physically rewiring your brain to align with those beliefs. By understanding the power of your mind, you begin to see that change doesn't have to be as difficult as it often seems. If you change the way you think and perceive the world, you change your results. The mind isn't static. It's a dynamic tool that can be reshaped to support your growth. And once you begin to intentionally focus on cultivating empowering beliefs and perceptions, you unlock the ability to create new possibilities in your life. The first step toward creating the life you want starts with reprogramming your mind to believe that it is possible. And that's where everything begins. Old patterns of thought and behavior are often the biggest barriers to growth and change. Our minds are wired for efficiency, and because of this, we tend to follow patterns that we've established over the years, whether or not they still serve us. These patterns, whether they're related to how we view ourselves, how we react to challenges, or how we approach our goals, become deeply ingrained in our daily routines. Our brains love comfort and familiarity, which is why we often resist change, even if that change would ultimately improve our lives. These ingrained patterns keep us stuck because they're familiar. When we face a challenge or an opportunity for growth, our minds automatically default to the ways we've handled similar situations in the past. If you've always avoided discomfort or difficulty, you'll naturally feel resistance when faced with new challenges. If you've been used to playing small, you may feel a deep sense of fear or doubt when it comes time to step into a bigger, bolder role in your life. In essence, your old patterns limit your potential because they reinforce the status quo rather than encouraging the evolution of who you can become. One of the most common patterns is fear of failure. Most people have been conditioned to see failure as a negative experience, something to avoid at all costs. But failure is not inherently bad. It's a natural part of the learning and growth process. However, many of us internalize the belief that failure is a reflection of our inadequacy, and we fear it so much that we avoid taking risks or trying new things. This fear of failure often manifests as procrastination, perfectionism, or self-doubt. The pattern of avoidance then keeps us from moving forward. Another powerful pattern that keeps us stuck is the tendency to seek immediate gratification. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with stimuli designed to give us quick rewards or pleasure. Whether it's checking social media for a dopamine hit or indulging in unhealthy habits, we become conditioned to choose short-term pleasure over long-term gain. This pattern works against personal growth because true growth requires delayed gratification, patience, and consistent effort over time. If we continue to give in to the allure of quick fixes, we're reinforcing a mindset that values instant rewards over lasting results. To break free from these old patterns, we need to recognize them for what they are: habits that no longer serve us. Reprogramming your mind involves consciously deciding to challenge these patterns and adopt new ways of thinking and behaving. It requires a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace discomfort. Change begins with small shifts in thinking. Instead of viewing failure as something to fear, start seeing it as feedback and an essential part of progress. Instead of looking for immediate gratification, practice the discipline of working toward long-term goals, knowing that the rewards will be far greater. By recognizing and consciously challenging the old patterns that no longer serve you, you begin to free yourself from the limitations they impose. Breaking free of these patterns is not always easy, but the rewards are transformative. It's about making the decision to no longer let your past dictate your future. With each small step, you build new, empowering habits that will propel you toward your highest potential. The power of positive affirmations is often underestimated, yet they play a crucial role in reprogramming your mind for success and growth. And the way you speak to yourself, whether consciously or unconsciously, has a profound impact on your beliefs, your emotions, and ultimately your actions. Every word you utter, especially to yourself, sends a message to your subconscious mind, which then influences how you perceive the world and how you respond to it. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough or that you'll never succeed, your mind takes that as truth and reflects it in your behavior and outcomes. But when you change the language you use, you begin to shift your mindset and open the door to new possibilities. Affirmations are essentially positive statements that challenge and replace negative or limiting beliefs. They serve as a reminder of your potential and reinforce empowering thoughts. When you repeat affirmations regularly, you gradually rewire your brain, replacing self-doubt with self-consciousness and scarcity with abundance. The key is to ensure that your affirmations are both positive and present tense. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," reframe it as, "I am successful and I am achieving my goals." The more you affirm this to yourself, the more your mind starts to align with the belief that success is not just a possibility, but a reality. One of the reasons affirmations are so powerful is because they work to break through the automatic negative thinking that many of us are conditioned to have. Our minds have a tendency to gravitate toward fear, doubt, and negativity because evolutionarily, our brains are wired for survival. This means they focus on potential threats, dangers, and shortcomings. Affirmations help shift the focus away from what might go wrong to what can go right. When you speak affirmations like, "I am capable of overcoming any challenge," you are training your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems, possibilities rather than limitations. Possibilities rather than limitations. It's important to remember that simply saying an affirmation once or twice won't necessarily bring about immediate results. The real power lies in the repetition and emotional connection you attach to these words. When you repeat an affirmation, don't just say it mechanically, feel it. Visualize yourself living out the affirmation. For example, if your affirmation is, "I am confident in any situation," imagine yourself walking into a room poised, calm, and sure of your abilities. The more vividly you can picture yourself embodying the affirmation, the more effective it becomes in reprogramming your subconscious mind. In addition to improving self-belief, affirmations also help shift your focus toward gratitude and abundance. Many people are conditioned to focus on what they lack, whether it's money, success, relationships, or happiness, but this scarcity mindset keeps you stuck. Affirmations help flip the script by focusing on what you already have and what's already going well. Statements like, "I am grateful for the opportunities that come my way," or "I am abundant and always attracting positivity into my life," help you cultivate a mindset of abundance and attract more of what you desire. Over time, the consistent use of affirmations helps you create a new internal narrative. Instead of hearing the voice of doubt or fear, you'll start to hear the voice of empowerment, encouragement, and possibility. This shift doesn't just change how you think, it changes how you act. When you believe in your own potential, you take bolder actions, you step outside of your comfort zone, and you begin to take on challenges that once felt overwhelming. The words you speak become the blueprint for the life you want to create, and the more you affirm those words, the more they shape your reality. Positive affirmations aren't just words. They are the building blocks for a life of growth, success, and limitless potential. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools you can use to reprogram your mind and accelerate your personal growth. The act of visualization involves vividly imagining the outcome you desire as if it has already happened. It's not simply about seeing the end result, but about immersing yourself in the emotions, details, and sensations that would accompany that success. The more you engage with your vision, the more your brain begins to accept it as reality. In essence, you create a mental blueprint that your subconscious mind will strive to make real. The power of visualization comes from its ability to influence your brain's neural pathways. Our brains don't always distinguish between what is real and what is vividly imagined. When you vividly visualize yourself achieving a goal, your brain activates the same neural networks as if you were actually experiencing it. This is why elite athletes use visualization techniques to enhance their performance. They mentally rehearse their actions and outcomes, which helps them to perform better in real life. The brain doesn't just passively store information, it actively shapes the way you think, feel, and act. When you repeatedly visualize success, your brain begins to work toward making that success a reality by reinforcing the beliefs, behaviors, and actions that align with it. Visualization also plays a crucial role in overcoming self-doubt and fear. Often our reluctance to take action comes from uncertainty and a lack of confidence in our ability to succeed. By visualizing yourself already having succeeded, you build confidence in your abilities. You begin to see yourself as capable of achieving what you once thought impossible. This shift in perception is incredibly important because it moves you from a place of hesitation and fear to one of empowerment and certainty. When you can see yourself succeeding in your mind, the steps you need to take to achieve that success become clearer and more attainable. One of the most effective ways to use visualization is to make it as detailed and immersive as possible. Don't just see a vague image of your success. Experience it with all your senses. What does it feel like to achieve your goal? What do you see, hear, and smell around you in that moment of success? How do you feel emotionally? The more sensory-rich and vivid your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. If your goal is to land a promotion, visualize walking into the office on your first day in your new role, feeling the pride and excitement as you receive congratulations from your colleagues. Imagine the respect you feel and the new opportunities that come your way. This detailed visualization strengthens your brain's connection to the outcome, making it feel more real and possible. Visualization isn't just a passive activity, it's an active practice that requires consistency. The more often you practice visualizing your success, the more it will feel natural to pursue it. Set aside time every day to engage in this mental exercise, whether it's for 5 minutes or 30. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. Over time, you'll begin to notice that not only are your goals becoming clearer, but you're also taking more consistent action toward them. Visualization primes your brain to look for opportunities that align with your vision, making it easier to spot the steps you need to take and the decisions you need to make. Furthermore, visualization can be used not just for achieving long-term goals, but also for navigating everyday challenges. Whether you're preparing for a big presentation, a job interview, or an important conversation, visualizing success in those moments can help you approach them with calm and confidence. When you see yourself handling those situations with ease and poise in your mind, you're more likely to do the same in real life. By harnessing the power of visualization, you create a powerful feedback loop that propels you toward your goals. As you see yourself achieving your desires in your mind's eye, your confidence grows, and you take the necessary actions to turn those visualizations into reality. Visualization doesn't just change how you think, it changes how you act, how you feel, and how you show up in the world. It's a tool that helps you reprogram your mind, enabling you to achieve change and growth more effortlessly than ever before. Taking massive action is one of the most important principles in the process of reprogramming your mind for growth and success. While mindset and positive thinking are critical components, they are meaningless without action. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of planning, learning, or visualizing success, but none of these will bring results if you don't back them up with decisive, consistent action. Taking massive action means committing to the necessary steps, no matter how big or small, to make your goals a reality. One of the biggest obstacles that prevent people from taking massive action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or fear of making mistakes can hold you back from taking the bold steps required to move forward. But the truth is, action is the antidote to fear. When you're paralyzed by indecision or worry, it's easy to get stuck in a cycle of overthinking, doubting, and procrastinating. However, once you begin to take action, even if it's imperfect, you start to build momentum and fear begins to dissipate. The more you act, the more confident you become. Taking action helps you break through the mental barriers that fear creates and shifts you into a mindset of empowerment and progress. Massive action doesn't mean rushing blindly into things. It means taking decisive steps, pushing through resistance, and not waiting for the perfect moment. It requires the courage to move forward despite uncertainty. Many people get stuck in the cycle of waiting for all the pieces to fall into place before they act, but the reality is that you will never have all the answers up front. Instead, you learn and adapt along the way. By acting, you gather the information, feedback, and experience needed to fine-tune your approach. Each step you take, even if it doesn't lead to immediate success, teaches you something valuable and moves you closer to your ultimate goal. Taking massive action also involves embracing the concept of consistency. It's not enough to take one bold step and hope for the best. True progress comes from repeated, consistent action. Whether it's working on your goals every single day or making incremental improvements over time, consistency ensures that you keep moving forward. This is where most people falter. They start with excitement, but when they don't see immediate results, they lose their motivation and stop. But success rarely happens overnight. It's the small, consistent steps you take that eventually add up to significant progress. Reprogramming your mind means developing the mental fortitude to continue taking action even when the results aren't immediately visible. Another important aspect of taking massive action is learning to embrace mistakes and failures along the way. In fact, mistakes should be seen as a vital part of the process, not something to avoid. When you take massive action, you will inevitably encounter setbacks and challenges. However, each setback offers an opportunity for growth. Instead of seeing failure as a reason to quit, see it as feedback. It shows you what doesn't work and gives you the insight to adjust your strategy. The more you fail, the more you learn, and the more you increase your chances of eventual success. Reprogramming your mind to view failure as a stepping stone rather than an obstacle is crucial to maintaining the momentum needed for sustained growth. Massive action also helps you overcome the feeling of being overwhelmed. When you have a large, long-term goal, it can be easy to feel daunted by the magnitude of the task ahead. But by breaking the goal down into smaller, manageable steps and taking consistent action, you make the task feel more achievable. Each small step you take brings you closer to your goal, and this progress keeps you motivated and focused. When you take massive action, you transform a seemingly impossible goal into a series of actionable tasks, which makes it feel more within your reach. In the end, massive action is the key to turning your desires into tangible results. While thoughts and beliefs lay the foundation for success, it's through action that those beliefs are tested and made real. Taking action turns ideas into reality, dreams into plans, and plans into accomplishments. Reprogramming your mind means stepping into a new identity, one where you consistently take action toward your goals with confidence, perseverance, and resilience. Every action you take is a step toward creating the life you envision, and it's through these daily actions that you transform your potential into reality. Accountability is one of the most powerful tools in the process of reprogramming your mind for change and growth. It's easy to set goals, make resolutions, or tell ourselves that we are going to achieve something, but without accountability, those goals often remain just ideas without action or results. The reason for this is simple. Humans are wired to be more committed when they are held accountable to someone or something outside themselves. Accountability creates a sense of responsibility and urgency, pushing us to follow through on our intentions, even when motivation wanes. When you commit to your goals, especially on your own, it's easy to let distractions or challenges sidetrack you. It's easy to say, I'll start tomorrow, or I can skip today and catch up later. These small compromises often add up and prevent you from making the real progress necessary for growth. But when you have someone or something that is keeping track of your progress, there's an added layer of pressure to stay on course. This is where accountability partners come in. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, a coach, or a group, having someone to check in with regularly or who expects you to show progress holds you to a higher standard. You become more mindful of your actions and more likely to stick to your commitments. Accountability also provides an opportunity for constructive feedback. When you are working toward a goal, it's easy to get caught up in your own perspective and miss the things that could be holding you back. Having an accountability partner or group means having a second set of eyes to offer advice, suggestions, and sometimes tough love. They can spot patterns, behaviors, or thoughts that may be undermining your progress. This feedback is invaluable because it helps you make course corrections before small issues become big problems. The outside perspective helps you stay objective and focused, ensuring that you are always moving toward your goal and not drifting off course. Another key aspect of accountability is that it reinforces your commitment to your own success. Often we can make promises to ourselves and break them without a second thought. But when we make a commitment to someone else, it carries a different weight. The desire to meet someone else's expectations can be a powerful motivator. We don't want to let others down, especially those who are supporting us in our journey. This external sense of responsibility often gives us the push we need to stay on track. As you consistently meet the expectations set by your accountability partner, your self-confidence grows. You start to prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals, and this builds a positive feedback loop that keeps you on the path of growth. In addition, accountability helps you celebrate progress, not just the end goal. Many people get discouraged during the process of working toward a goal because they focus solely on the outcome and ignore the progress they're making along the way. When you have someone holding you accountable, they can help you see the small wins and milestones that you may overlook. Celebrating these small victories is essential because it keeps you motivated and reinforces the belief that you are making progress. These celebrations also help you stay connected to your purpose and the reason why you set your goals in the first place, keeping you aligned with your vision even when the journey gets tough. Furthermore, accountability fosters a sense of community and support. No one achieves success in isolation, and when you have someone or a group to lean on, you feel less alone in the process. You share your struggles, victories, and challenges with others who are also striving for personal growth. This shared experience creates a sense of camaraderie and mutual encouragement. Accountability groups or partners can offer support during tough times, remind you of your goals when you lose focus, and celebrate with you when you reach milestones. This sense of shared purpose creates a positive, motivating environment where you are inspired to keep going even when the road gets difficult. At its core, accountability is about keeping you committed to your vision and ensuring that you take the necessary steps to make it a reality. It forces you to step up, stay disciplined, and remain consistent. By having a partner or system in place to hold you accountable, you increase your chances of success exponentially. It helps you turn your goals from abstract ideas into concrete results, ensuring that growth and change become natural parts of your journey. The role of persistence in reprogramming your mind for growth and change cannot be overstated. Persistence is the fuel that keeps you going when motivation fades, when obstacles arise, or when progress seems slow. It is the unwavering commitment to keep pushing forward even when the road ahead looks difficult or uncertain. In many ways, persistence is the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve their goals from those who give up too soon. The ability to keep going in the face of challenges is what allows you to break through limits, overcome barriers, and ultimately reach your full potential. One of the reasons persistence is so important is because change and growth are rarely immediate. People often expect quick results, especially in today's world of instant gratification, but real transformation takes time. Reprogramming your mind to adopt new beliefs, behaviors, and habits is not an overnight process. It requires consistent effort, self-discipline, and the willingness to continue even when it feels like you're not seeing the results you want. This is where many people get discouraged. They start with excitement, but when they don't see instant progress, they lose hope and give up. This is where persistence comes in. By being persistent, you train your mind to keep going despite the lack of immediate results. You understand that growth is a process, not an event, and that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goal. Another reason persistence is crucial is that it allows you to learn from setbacks and failures. When you encounter challenges, it's easy to see them as signs that you should quit. But persistence teaches you to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. Every time you face a setback, it presents valuable lessons that help you refine your approach, strengthen your resolve, and move closer to success. Persistence is about viewing failure not as a defeat, but as a stepping stone toward greater achievement. Without persistence, it's easy to be disheartened by obstacles and to abandon the pursuit of your goals when the going gets tough. But when you remain persistent, you turn every failure into a valuable experience that helps you grow stronger and more resilient. Persistence also strengthens your mental and emotional endurance. It builds your capacity to handle challenges, frustrations, and discomfort. As you persist in pursuing your goals, you become more adept at managing the inevitable difficulties that arise. You develop the ability to push through moments of doubt, fatigue, or discouragement and maintain focus on the long-term vision. This mental toughness is what allows you to stay committed to your growth and success even when the journey feels challenging. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but true persistence is tested when you face adversity. It's in those moments that your commitment to your goals is solidified. Moreover, persistence aligns with the idea of compound growth. Just as small actions taken consistently over time lead to massive results, persistence in the face of challenges creates a snowball effect. Every time you persist through difficulty, you build your capacity to handle even bigger challenges. This snowball effect can lead to exponential growth. The small victories, the incremental progress, and the lessons learned along the way add up to create significant change in your life. When you persist, you create a positive momentum that propels you forward, making each step easier than the last. In the process of reprogramming your mind, persistence also reinforces your belief in yourself. The more you persist, the more you prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming obstacles and achieving what you set out to do. This reinforces the core belief that you are not limited by external circumstances or past failures, but that you have the ability to change, adapt, and grow. Persistence gives you the courage to keep going when the path is uncertain and helps you develop a deeper sense of self-trust. Ultimately, persistence is about resilience and the willingness to stay the course. It's about understanding that growth doesn't happen without effort, and that challenges are a natural part of the journey. When you persist, you break free from the cycle of starting and stopping, of trying and giving up, and you build a mindset that is centered around continuous progress. With persistence, you turn obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and dreams into tangible outcomes. It is the unwavering dedication to your goals that transforms your vision of success into reality. The power of self-belief is a foundational element in reprogramming your mind for growth and success. It is the internal conviction that you are capable of achieving your goals, overcoming challenges, and continuously evolving into a better version of yourself. Without self-belief, even the most well-crafted plans and strategies can fall flat because they lack the driving force of confidence and determination. Self-belief is the bedrock on which all successful endeavors are built. It determines the level of effort you're willing to put into your goals and how resilient you'll be when faced with adversity. Self-belief is not something that comes naturally to everyone. Many people are conditioned to doubt themselves due to past failures, negative experiences, or external criticism. They carry limiting beliefs that they are not worthy of success, or that their dreams are unattainable. These beliefs, often formed in childhood or early adulthood, shape how they approach challenges and how they perceive their own capabilities. To reprogram your mind for growth, it's essential to dismantle these limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. You must learn to see yourself not as a victim of circumstances, but as someone who has the strength and ability to create the future they desire. This shift in perception is fundamental because what you believe about yourself determines your actions. When you believe you are capable, you are more likely to take bold actions, step out of your comfort zone, and keep pushing forward even when things get tough. Building self-belief starts with reframing your inner dialogue. Many of us have an internal critic that constantly feeds us negative thoughts, telling us we're not good enough, that we'll fail, or that success is out of reach. To reprogram your mind, you must recognize these thoughts for what they are: false narratives that do not serve you. Replace them with positive affirmations, empowering statements that remind you of your strengths and potential. For example, instead of thinking, "I'm not capable of achieving this," change it to, "I have the skills, resources, and resilience to make this happen." Repeating such affirmations daily reinforces your belief in your own abilities and gradually quiets the voice of doubt in your head. Another key to strengthening self-belief is to celebrate small wins along the way. It's easy to become discouraged when we focus only on the big picture and forget to acknowledge our progress. Each small step forward, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is proof that you are on the right track and capable of achieving your ultimate goal. By celebrating these victories, you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. Over time, these small successes accumulate, building momentum and further strengthening your self-confidence. Visualization plays a crucial role in reinforcing self-belief as well. By vividly imagining yourself succeeding in your endeavors, you start to see yourself as someone who can overcome challenges and reach your goals. Visualization allows you to experience success in your mind before it happens in reality, helping to make that success feel more attainable. When you regularly visualize yourself achieving your desired outcomes, you begin to believe on a deep level that it is possible. The more you see it in your mind, the more likely you are to act in ways that align with that vision, reinforcing your belief that success is inevitable. Another powerful way to build self-belief is through action. When you take consistent steps toward your goals, you start to accumulate evidence of your capability. Every time you follow through on your commitments, face a challenge, or accomplish something, you prove to yourself that you are capable of making progress. These actions build a solid foundation of confidence, and when you face setbacks or failures along the way, your belief in yourself helps you persevere. You understand that failure is not an end, but a part of the process. With self-belief, you see failure as a learning experience that brings you one step closer to success. Surrounding yourself with supportive people also plays a critical role in boosting self-belief. The energy and encouragement of others can help you see your potential more clearly. When you have people who believe in you, it's easier to believe in yourself. These individuals offer perspective, guidance, and motivation, especially when you're struggling with doubt. A strong support network can remind you of your strengths, offer advice when you're stuck, and celebrate your progress with you. Ultimately, self-belief is the internal drive that propels you toward your goals, even when the external world is challenging or uncertain. It acts as a shield against fear and doubt, allowing you to take risks, embrace challenges, and keep moving forward in the face of adversity. Reprogramming your mind to believe in your abilities doesn't mean you won't experience self-doubt or fear, but it means you will have the tools and the mindset to move through those feelings with confidence. As you continue to strengthen your self-belief, you unlock the limitless potential within you, and you become unstoppable in your pursuit of growth and success. As you embark on the journey of reprogramming your mind for change and growth, remember that the power to transform your life lies within you. The thoughts you think, the actions you take, and the beliefs you hold are the building blocks of your reality. By mastering your mindset, embracing visualization, taking massive action, staying accountable, and remaining persistent, you create the foundation for lasting success. Self-belief will be your guiding force, empowering you to push through challenges, learn from failures, and keep moving forward when things get tough. Know that growth isn't linear, and the road to success may be full of twists and turns, but each step you take brings you closer to your goals. So take this moment to commit to yourself, commit to the vision of who you want to become, and the life you want to create. Trust in your ability to achieve greatness and know that you have everything you need within you to make it happen. The power of change is already in your hands. Now it's time to believe in it and take action. The world is waiting for you to step into your full potential.